Hi and welcome back to another video of CAIE Backpack. Before we begin today's video, make sure you subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon to get further notified in future. So let's begin the video. Islam has become a hotly debated topic with the rise of militant groups like the Islamic State in recent years and Al-Qaeda before them. Average Muslims around the world frequently face prejudice and even violence as a result of rising Islamophobia. But beneath the controversy is a rich and beautiful faith full of rituals and tradition of everyday people who pursue lives of meaning like everyone else. If you're purely seeking to explore Islam more deeply, you have come to the right place. This week, our Religion Reads series of feature essential books by Muslim authors ranging from fictional to poetry and historical analysis. Number 1 book is The Essential Rumi, translated by Colin Mann Barks. The Essential Rumi includes more than 8 never-before published poems by 13th century Sufi mystic poet Jalal ud-Din Muhammad Rumi. Translation, Colin Bark has been instrumental in bringing the exquisite literature and remarkable wide range of reader, making the ecstatic, spiritual poetry of 13th century Sufi mystic Rumi more than popular than ever. The Essential Rumi is a rare and precious book that will stir the heart of Rumi devotees and win many converts. The price of this book is $6.99 on Amazon. If you want to purchase this book, don't forget the links are attached to the description below. Moving on to the second book, Does My Head Look Big in This? By Randa Abdel Fattah. Does My Head Look Big in This? Tells the story of 16 years old Amal who decide to begin wearing the hijab, and everyone has reaction. Her parents, her teacher, her friends and people on the street. But she stands by the decision and embrace her faith and all that is it, even if it does make her feel little different from everyone else. Can she handle the taunts of towel hat and prejudice of her classmates and still attract to the cutest boy in the school? Brilliantly funny and poignant, Randa Abdel Fattah's debut novel will strike the chord in the teenagers' readers, no matter what their beliefs are. The price of this book is $6.44 on Amazon. If you want to purchase this book, don't forget that the links are in the description below. The third book is Reading Lolita in Tehran by Azhar Nafisi. Reading Lolita in Tehran has spent over 117 weeks on the New York Times bestseller list, according to the author's website. The memoir shares Nafisi's remarkable experience teaching in Iran, where she secretly gathers several of her female students to read the forbidden Western classic. After teaching literature at 3 universities in Tehran and being expelled and resigned in despair from each, Azhar Nafisi picked 7 of her best students and invited them to come to her and home and every week to discuss books. She and her students, all women, begin to think of these classes as to escape from the reality of Iran's tutorial territory. But the picture of her book paints is so an escape to the true republic where they all are being to discover another reality, themselves. This book is not a political or even ethical analysis. It is taken for granted. If you want to read this book, the price of this book is only $9.99 on Amazon. Don't forget that the links are in the description below. Moving on to the fourth book, Muhammad, Man of Prophet by Adil Salahi. Muhammad, Man of Prophet is a biography of central figure of Islam. The book traces Muhammad's life from his birth to the rise and to the Islam. The Prophet Muhammad initiated one of the most significant religious and cultural development in human history, bringing the religion to the Islam to the world. Adil Salahi's compelling biography traces for the life of Prophet Muhammad from the birth to the childhood to the triumph of Islam and the hold on Arabia. The author sets against a fascinating historical backdrop. His careful analysis for Prophet Muhammad's life is written with today's Muslim and non-Muslim readers in mind. Muslim will further comprehensive of their faith and non-Muslim will come to the understand of love of Muslims and have their prophet. The price of this book is $9.99 on Amazon. If you want to purchase this book, don't forget that the links are attached to the description below. The fifth book is Islam in Focus by Hamdullah Abd al-Ati. Islam in Focus offers an introduction to the tradition and spiritual practices of the faith. The book is intended as an introduction to those interested in learning about essentials of Islam. One of the best introduction of the basic teachings of Islam is being written by the scholar by a rich scholarist achievement from Al-Azhar. The price of this book is $11.95 on Amazon. If you want to purchase this book, don't forget that the links are attached in the description below. Moving on to another book, The Muslim Next Door by Sumbul Ali Karam Ali. The Muslim Next Door aims to answer many of the common questions non-Muslim may have about the often discoursed religion. The book addresses topics of faith and practices as well as to be complicated issues like jihad and Islamic fundamentalism. A timely offering, Ali's book on the culture of Muslim, the religion of Islam, and the brief history of Muhammad's own journey of faith is well written, stress-free to read, and easy to understand. Nonetheless, there has been much controversy over this book, since for those who have been prejudiced, the truth that Sumbul speak seems to be inflammatory. I believe that was not her intent. Well educated with the advanced degree of Islamic law and brought up in California with an she brings her to the intelligence, passion, and easy to read perspective to bear on the provocation and pressure laden topic. It is a wonderful place to start if you have questions about what and why Muslims believe as they do, and what the Islam religion brings to the world. The price of this book is $12.49 on Amazon. If you want to purchase this book, don't forget the links are attached to the description below. The second last book for today is Purification of Heart by Hamza Yusuf. Based on a poem by Muslim scholar Sheikh Muhammad Maulud, Purification of Heart is a manual on how to transform the heart, using spiritual teachings of Islam, and author writes. Consecutively, the scholars of Islam wrote countless texts on how to cleanse and purify one's heart from the spiritual diseases that may cause to defy the scared law or at least lead to do so. Purification of Heart by Sheikh Hamza Yusuf is such book that deals with the Islamic science of tasawwuf, although this is literally translated as Sufism, as more meaning interpretation would be purification. In fact, one of the great saints of Islam, Sidi Ahmad Zarruq, defined Sufism as sincerity in turning to Allah. The price of this book is $35 on Amazon. If you want to purchase this book, don't forget that the links are attached to the description below. Conclusively, the last book for today is Al-Ghazali Ali's Path to Sufism by Abu Hamid Muhammad. His dividends and autobiography of 11th century Muslim scholar and mystic. The book depicts a seeker of knowledge and exploration of Sufism or Islamic mystic. This is a short yet captivating book which I almost recommend to others looking for the shaking hand. A mini autobiography of Imam Ghazali where he gives his the most stunning narration of what is known as Crisis of Al-Ghazali, where the beginner of question himself, his religion, intentions, and the state of his heart at a time when he himself has the most prestigious and the most wealthy position in Islamic world. The book is a wake-up call to oneself, alarming yet beautifully to read, a deeply touching account from the great Imam himself, and one which I believe we as a Muslim today can call all to relate in some way. The price of this book is $14.95 on Amazon. If you want to purchase this book, don't forget that the links are in the description below. So this brings today's video to the end. And don't forget that the links to all the books are in the description below. Do like this video and give it a thumbs up and comment down the next video you want to watch.